We good? Good morning, y'all. Um, Welcome. I'm going hatless today. I'm going tamless. I'm having a tamless morning. Thank you all for being here and welcome to the fourth annual commencement ceremony here at Lino Lakes campus for the TREC program, a partnership of Minneapolis College and Metro State University. I'm Travis Sands. I'm the executive director of Metro State's TREC program, the bachelor degree program in the College of Individualized Studies. And I'll be doing MC duties today, which means I won't be offering a speech. So you should all be very thankful for that. Um, I do want to just extend my joy, right? And profound sense of pride for the accomplishments of these graduates. It's never easy for any student to make it to these milestones, and that they've done it through all kinds of complexities, right? With facility closures and other kinds of transitions is a testament to their commitment, to their strength, to their intellect, and to their ability to navigate complexity, right? And always be able to pivot, right? And find the way through. I also just want to extend my thanks, of course, to security staff, right, for making all of this function smoothly, to prison administration, Mary, for supporting this program persistently through all of the complexities it takes to be able to maintain a program like this. Um, uh, Chiefly to family, both those of you who are here and those of you who couldn't be, who are behind and supporting every one of these graduates in all of the ways, you're critical lifelines. And so thank you for being here. And of course, to my comrades and colleagues at Minneapolis College and Metro State, Sarah Lemanchek and Julie Santella, who are the coordinators at this facility, who made all of this happen. Unhachung Wood, who's the other coordinator for Minneapolis College at the other facilities, who's done a lot of work here as well. Without them, none of this would be possible. So thank you. I will now stop talking, and I want to just welcome Dr. Robbie Burnett, who's the Director of Post-Secondary Education for the DOC, who's going to offer a few comments, and then we'll just move through the day. Dr. Burnett.
Good morning. Ooh, I like to hear that. Yes. All right. So, on behalf of the Central Office Teaching and Learning Team and the Lino Lakes Correctional Facility, we welcome you to the Spring 2026 TREC Commencement Ceremony. My task is to provide a brief introduction to today's program. In doing so, I'd like to ground us in by sharing a couple of remarks. I will share that this is my first commencement ceremony here at Lino Lakes. I was unable to attend last year. And so that brings me to the theme that I would like to talk about. As I think about and reflect over this past academic year, the theme that comes up is history makers. Stillwater Correctional Facility is undergoing a phased closure. In an effort to minimize disruption to students' educational journey, some of you were transferred here to Lino Lakes to continue your studies. History. On the outside, first year students going to live on residential college campuses leave their homes and neighbors, their community, people they know, to go to an unfamiliar place, to live with roommates they may have never met. Similarly, some of you left your Stillwater facility community to come to a new, unfamiliar place with folks you may not know. For some of you, Lino Lakes is your original facility placement. And so you had to welcome and integrate with new students coming into your community. History. I want to acknowledge that none of this was easy, but you endured, persisted, you were resilient, and you've completed, demonstrating your commitment to your education. Give yourselves a round of applause. In closing, to the graduates, remember you are building a legacy, not just for you, for your children, for your families, for your friends, your support system, your fellow peers, as well as your community. So, the marathon continues. This is your victory lap. Congratulations.
I'd now like to welcome Dr. Gail O'Kane, Vice President of Academic Affairs from Minneapolis College.
Hi, every time I'm here, it is so inspiring. Thank you for having our leadership here. I'm representing the president of Minneapolis College and all of the wonderful faculty and staff who have made this day possible for our college to be a part of. So thank you to the Department of Corrections and to the people that work in this facility. Um, Day by day, it is challenging to run a college. It is challenging to run a college in a facility, and folks make that happen by hard work and creativity. I appreciate our Metro State colleagues who have been such great partners over the years. And I'm so pleased to see all the family and friends and loved ones who are here because this is truly an important day for these students and for their extended family and friends network. I was looking back as I was thinking about what to share today, and I looked back at one of our very first year's graduation comments, and we talked about it being a historic day because it was the first group. I think every one of these is historic. Today is historic. It's historic. You're part of a legacy. It's historic for our college and for the steps you're taking today. Um, the students in the TREC program, on average, have higher course success rates than our students on our campus at Loring Park. The students in this and other facilities, the part of the TREC program, have higher graduation rates than the students on our campus. What you all show, among many other great attributes, is something that a research psychologist by the name of Dr. Angela Duckworth called grit. She defined grit as having passion and persistence to achieve a long-term goal through which you persist at over time and through difficult circumstances. It was interesting that in her research, she found that it takes more grit to get an associate degree than it does to complete a PhD, a doctorate degree. And that is because these students, higher ed may be new to them. Many of our students on our Loring Park campus experience very difficult circumstances outside of the classroom, and so do our TREC students. I would gather that it probably takes even more grit to complete an associate's degree from within a facility than it does even on our campus. So this passion is something that I hear about. Persistence we can see. The passion I get to hear about because when I talk to our faculty about how they feel about teaching here, and when I talk to our staff about how they feel about working with these students, they say it's one of the most gratifying experiences of their career. So thank you for being such engaged scholars. I want to thank those faculty and staff that work so hard. Our faculty drive longer. They have to deal with challenges as well, like the technology challenges all of you have had to deal with. And it is all worthwhile, though, because today all of you can say, I am a college graduate. So thank you for your persistence. Your degrees are nothing that anyone can ever take from you. Your grit is something that not only predicts college success, but future success. So you should be very proud of yourself. We are very proud of you, and I'm sure your family and friends are too. Thank you for having me here today.
I'd now like to welcome Dean Charles Tedder, the Dean of the College of Individualized Studies at Metro State.
Good morning. So I am Charles Terry, the Dean of the College of Individualized Studies, standing in for Provost Amy Gort and President Virginia Arthur, who regret they cannot be here with us today on this day of accomplishment, gratitude, and well-earned pride, especially for our graduates, but also for the families, friends, mentors, staff, and partners who have helped make this moment possible. So I want to say to our graduates, you've done something extraordinary. You've pursued a bachelor's degree while carrying responsibilities and constraints that many people outside these walls never have to navigate. You've shown persistence when the path was not convenient and discipline when no one was watching. You have proven again and again that your future is not defined solely by a single chapter in your life, but by the direction you choose and the work that you do. This year is especially meaningful because it marks the 5th year of the TREC program, the 4th graduation here at Lino. 5 years represents thousands of hours of reading, writing, discussion, feedback, revision, reflection. I mean, y'all know, right? It represents the daily commitment of students who keep showing up to learn. It represents the faculty and staff who hold high academic standards. And those standards are high because we believe deeply in what you are capable of. And it represents partners across systems who have worked to keep education present, rigorous, and real. I also want to express how glad we are that we were able to offer programming at Lino Lakes again this year. That matters because it means students could maintain a rhythm of study and purposeful challenge. So a couple words about the baccalaureate degree. From the College of Individualized Studies. We're founded on 3 core tenets that you've all lived out, all the students here have lived out: student agency, community engagement, and competency-based learning. In other words, you did not simply receive this degree, you shaped it through choices, persistence, and ownership of your goals. You strengthened one another, proving that learning creates connection and builds community, even in places designed to separate people. And you earn this credential by demonstrating what you know and what you can do, real competencies that you carry forward to serve others, build stability, and make your world better. So graduates, today we celebrate your achievements and we also celebrate your momentum. Commencement is not the end of your education. It is a public recognition that you have reached a milestone on a lifelong journey. Your degree is a credential, yes, but it's also a promise you have made to yourselves to keep growing, to keep choosing responsibility, and to use your capabilities to create something better. So on behalf of Metro State University, congratulations. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we are grateful to share this day with you. Thank you.
All right, now it is time to welcome Tavian Tepp, the student speaker for today, who is a Minneapolis College graduate and is coming into the Individualized Studies program with us this summer. So sort of key figure who is continuing his education and has just done exceptional work. Tay?
Say this real quick, boy. Yeah. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our families, our friends, our professors, mentors, and most importantly, the members of the graduating class of 2026. Thank you for me. Yeah, my bad. Thank you for being here to celebrate this unforgettable milestone. Today is more than just a ceremony. It is a recognition of late nights and early morning sacrifices and challenges, of failures, of exhaustion, of being on the verge of quitting and finding determination to keep going. Today is about perseverance and growth. It is about the thesis statements, goal areas, and capstone projects that brought us to these capstone gowns we wear today. Throughout this journey, we learned lessons far beyond textbooks and classrooms. We learned how to manage time, how to ask for help, how to fail and try again, how to keep moving forward even when success fell far away. We learned resilience. We learned to take pride in our achievements and understand that we didn't reach those goals as individuals, but as a part of an academic community inside and outside of these walls. These lessons stay with us long after today. So to our parents, siblings, grandparents, children, friends, professors, advisors, and mentors, thank you. Thank you for reminding us of our worth, for believing in us, sometimes even before we believed in ourselves. As we leave this chapter behind, we step into a future filled with possibilities. Some of us will continue our education by transferring to a university and pursuing higher degrees. Others will begin pursuing careers or new opportunities to discover paths we never expected. No matter where life takes us, with this education behind us, we know we are more capable than more than we once imagined. Each of us will. Damn, my bad, I'm kind of nervous. Woo! Breathe. For many of us, college was not a straight path. Some balanced work and school. Some faced personal struggles or financial challenges. All of us saw countless moments of doubt, wondering if we'd ever get here. Yeah. My journey was long. It wasn't easy. I have been in and out of juvenile facilities since I was 14 years old. My high school experience was spent inside institutions, except during my senior year when I attended Rochester Century High for 2 weeks. When I did graduate, it was from Stadium View High School inside the Hennepin County Adult Detention Center. But hey, I graduated. As I sat there at 17 years old inside a prison, a juvenile around adults, I realized there are a lot of people who are twice my age and some three times my age who never had a diploma or a GED. I began to think about my future and what that would look like and what I wanted for myself. I told myself that I need to take the opportunity that I have, while others are dreaming and wishing they could get a chance to go to college. This has given me a good foundation for my future. Also, being a first generation college graduate, this is a game changer for me and my family. Success will not look the same for everyone. It may come quickly for some and slowly for others. But remember, success is measured by courage, persistence, and purpose. As graduates, we should always remember that our education is more than a personal achievement. It is a responsibility. We now have the ability to make a difference in our communities, workplace, and in the lives of others. We should use what we have learned not only to build successful lives, but for ourselves, meaningful ones for our families. Today, as we celebrate an ending, let's also celebrate a beginning. The future may be uncertain, but uncertainty is not something to fear. Let us walk forward with confidence, with gratitude, with ambition. Let us remember how far we've come and how far we'll go. We are not just graduating, we are rising. Congratulations, scholars.
Thanks, Tay. Phenomenal work, man. All right. I don't know if we can top it, but I think we might come close because now is the time to move into the presentation of the classes of 2026 here at the Lino Lakes campus. I'd like to welcome Dr. Kelsey Becklin, the director of Minneapolis Colleges program, and Dr. Gail O'Kane, the vice president for academic affairs, to present the class and to confer the degrees. And Sarah Lemanchek.
Your book.
Thank you.
Well, welcome everybody. I'm so honored and pleased to be here. And will all of the associate's degrees candidates please stand? Vice President Dr. O'Kane, on behalf of the program faculty, it is my pleasure to recommend these candidates for the degree of the Associates in Arts.
Thank you. And as a representative of the Minneapolis College faculty, I hereby certify that the following students have satisfied the requirements to earn an associate degree, diploma, or certificate, and request that these, and we will confer upon them the award and all honors attached thereto.
All right, and may I please announce Mark Bacambia earned an Associate's in Arts with Honors, Liberal Arts. Move back up. Shannon Blackman, Associates in Liberal Arts. Decory Bozeman, Associates with Honors, Liberal Arts. Unable to attend today is Robert James Cerny with an Associates with Honors, the Business Transfer Pathway and Entrepreneurship Certificate. And we have Davon Daniels, Associates, Business Transfer Pathway, Entrepreneurship Certificate. Joshua Dow, Associates with Honors, Liberal Arts, Associates in Science, Business Transfer Pathway, and your Entrepreneurship Certificate. Jess Johnson, Associates in Arts with Honors, Liberal Arts. Unable to be here today is Damian Jones, Associates with Honors, Liberal Arts. We have Jamori Lee, Associates with Honors, Liberal Arts. John Martin, Associates with Honors, Liberal Arts. Bryant McConnell, Associates in Science with Honors, Business Transfer Pathway. Brian Miller, Associates of Liberal Arts. Trinity Roby, Associates with Honors, Liberal Arts. Ryan Shosinski, Associates with Honors, Liberal Arts. Jay Snyder, the Associates with Honors, Liberal Arts. And Tavian Tepp, Associates with Liberal Arts. And David Williams, the Associates with Honors, Liberal Arts. And that, we will move on.
It's my honor to introduce myself and Dean Charles Tedder to recommend our graduates. So candidates, would you please stand? Dean Tedder, on behalf of the undergraduate program faculty, it's my pleasure to recommend these amazing candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree.
Thank you. So on behalf of President Virginia Arthur, and by virtue of the authority vested in her by the Board of Trustees of Minnesota State, and under its rules and the laws of the state of Minnesota, we hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degree for which you are recommended, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Present the degrees.
Jimmy C. Hamilton, Bachelor of Arts, Individualized Studies. Jeffrey McRaven, summa cum laude, Individualized Studies. Mr. Daryl Taylor has 2 degrees.
That's right.
Daryl Taylor, Associates of Arts, Minneapolis College, and Bachelor of Arts. William Warr, Bachelor of Arts. May I invite all graduates from both programs to stand, please? Congratulations once again on all your accomplishments. You did it. Nobody can take this away from you. You may now move your tassels and celebrate this day.
Yeah.
Thank you all. That marks the formal conclusion of our ceremony. Enjoy your time together. We're going to try to get a group photo of the graduate, and then we will come up with the remainder of the program.
Main trick is if you can't see the camera, I can't see you. So just try to silence maybe 2 rows across the
Okay, stop playing.
Can you go behind these 2 gentlemen?
You can move chairs.
Hey,
That's what.
hey,
Hey, get back behind you.
we can all.
There we go. There we go. Awesome.
Smile. Breathe.
Don't lock your knees.
Thank you.
Long work. You made it. I have a question for you. Yep. Good now.
Awesome. Tier. Have you met with Tier? Okay, I'm going to introduce you to him. But the